What's up guys? In this tutorial, I will show you how to fix a slow computer in 7 simple steps using Windows 11. If your Windows 11 PC is running slow, there are multiple steps you can take to speed it up. These steps involve adjusting settings, cleaning up unnecessary files, and managing the applications running on your system. Our first step is to enable Storage Sense. Storage Sense is a built-in feature in Windows 11 that automatically frees up space by removing unnecessary files. To enable it, search for Settings in your Start menu and hit Enter. In the Settings menu, click on System and then select Storage. Toggle the Storage Sense option to turn it on. This feature will automatically delete junk files, such as temporary files. To manually clean up files, click on Cleanup Recommendations. Then select See Advanced Options. Here, you can choose which types of files to delete. Be sure to uncheck the Downloads folder if you don't want to delete your downloaded files. Check the rest of these options. Then click Remove Files to clear the clutter from your system, particularly your C drive. This will help your computer run more smoothly. Next, we'll adjust important privacy settings. Windows 11 has multiple privacy settings that, when adjusted, can improve your computer's performance. Go back to the Settings menu, and this time click on Privacy and Security. Under the General section, disable all of these options. These include settings that control how apps use your data and send targeted ads. Turning these off will reduce background activity, freeing up system resources. Still under Privacy and Security, click on Speech and turn off online speech recognition if you aren't using voice services. This will prevent unnecessary background processes. Next, go to Inking and Typing Personalization and turn it off if you don't want Windows to store your typing history and provide suggestions. Under Diagnostics and Feedback, disable Send Optional Diagnostics Data unless you're part of the Windows Insider program. If you're not testing beta features, disabling this will prevent Windows from sending additional data to Microsoft, which can slightly improve performance. Moving on, we'll now manage app permissions. Restricting app permissions can help prevent unnecessary apps from using system resources. In the Privacy and Security settings, scroll down to App Permissions and click on Location. If you're not using location-based services, disable the location option. Similarly, click on Camera and disable it if you don't use your webcam for video calls or other purposes. This will prevent apps from accessing your camera when it's not needed. Turn off notifications from apps that don't need to alert you. This can be done under the Notifications section in App Permissions. Disable permissions for apps under Messaging if you're not using messaging services like the People app. This will stop these apps from running in the background. Now, we'll uninstall unwanted apps. This is because your computer may accumulate apps over time that you no longer use. Uninstalling these can free up space and reduce background activity. In the Settings menu, go to Apps and then Installed Apps. Browse to the list of installed apps and uninstall any that you don't use. This includes pre-installed apps that you've never needed. Removing these apps will not only free up disk space, but also disable their associated background services, which can improve overall system performance. Our next step is disabling startup programs. Startup programs are applications that automatically launch when your computer boots up. Disabling unnecessary startup programs can significantly reduce boot time and improve system performance. In your Start menu search for Task Manager and press Enter. Navigate to the Startup tab, where you can see a complete list of apps that can run when you first boot up your PC. Sort the startup items by their status and right-click to disable apps that you don't need to start on system boot. Disabling unnecessary startup programs will prevent them from consuming resources right when your computer starts. Likewise, temporary files can accumulate over time and take up valuable space. Cleaning them out can improve performance. To get started, use the shortcut Windows key and R to open the Run dialog box. Type temp and press Enter. When the temporary files folder opens up, select all files to delete them. Skip any files that Windows can't delete because they're currently in use. Next, Open the Run dialog box again by pressing the Windows key and R, and this time type %temp%. Press Enter to open the user's temporary files. Select all files and folders in this directory and delete them. Again, skip any files that can't be deleted. This process helps clear out user-specific temporary files, freeing up space and improving performance. Last but not least, we can disable the Tips and Suggestions feature of Windows 11. Windows occasionally shows tips and suggestions for using the system, but this can be resource intensive. Head back to your Windows settings and click on Notifications. Scroll down to Advanced Settings and uncheck the option labeled Get Tips and Suggestions when using Windows. Disabling this will prevent unnecessary background activity and reduce distractions. By following these steps, you can speed up your Windows 11 PC, making it run smoother and more efficiently. I hope this helped you out. Leave a comment if you have any questions, and see you in the next one.